Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today we are going to see the third short story of Rabindranath Tagore, which deals a, with a story of a king. Once there was a king. The story begins on a rainy evening in Calcutta, where a young boy eagerly awaits his tutor's arrival. The boy hopes for the rain to continue because he doesn't want to learn tuition or lessons from his master. So, wishing to avoid his tutoring session, reflecting his fear of punishment, the boy feigning illness, and he seeks refuge with his mother and grandmother, successfully avoiding his tutor's visit. The boy implores his grandmother for a story, interrupting her card game, longing for distraction and imagination. Grandma's tale begins. Grandmother narrates a fairy tale featuring a king, his daughter, and a humble wood gatherer, transporting the boy to another world. The tale unfolds with the king's prolonged absence and the princess' plight as she grows without a suitable husband. The king decides to marry off his daughter to a young boy he encounters in the forest, illustrating the arbitrary nature of his command. The boy is very curious about the mysterious lady in the palace with the 7 wings symbolizes innocence and inquisitiveness. The princess promises to reveal her identity to the boy, leading the tragedy when she inadvertently causes his death with a poisonous flower. Story. The story ends abruptly, reflecting on the power of storytelling to transcend reality and the enduring impact of childhood, innocence, and curiosity. The boy's unquestioning acceptance of the tale reflects his innocence and willingness to believe the fantastical elements of the narrative. So the little boy who dwells in the world of fantasy and imagination begins to realize that the imaginative world everything is same and nothing is permanent. So the world in imagination and fantasy it does not come to a real life. So he thinks his position with that of a small wood gatherer boy, that is a Brahmin boy, who sacrifices his life for the sake of that lady who is a princess. So the way the king, the queen, and the princess they live in the past or the fantasy world, because the king he goes on for a voyage. And he lives in the forest for 12 years. So all these things are impossible in the real life. So when he comes back to his real life, he does not identify his own daughter who has attained her age and he is about to get married to the daughter. So when he finds that the daughter is in her right age to be married, so it is his duty as a father to find a suitable boy for the girl. So the wife, that is the queen, continuously insists the king to find a boy. So one day king decides that when he wakes up in the morning, whoever he meets first will be the suitable pair to the princess. So ultimately he meets the little boy, that is who is fetching wood outside the palace. So finally the story concludes when the little boy is married to the princess. So the boy's unquestioning acceptance of the tale and that reflects the innocence and this willingness to believe the fantastical or fantasy that is present in the novel through the stories of the grandmother. So the grandmother stories reveals